Rebecca's smile faded the moment she noticed the way Kenneth was holding my hand. Not gently, not affectionately, firmly. Like he was afraid if he let go, reality would snap back into place. "What's going on?" she asked, her voice suddenly sharp, eyes darting between the two of us. Kenneth didn't answer right away. He looked exhausted, like someone who had just run a marathon fueled by adrenaline and regret. "You tell me," he said finally. "You tell me what's going on." Rebecca laughed nervously, waving her hand as if this was all a misunderstanding. "What do you mean? We were just joking. You know that. We planned it together." My stomach dropped. "A joke?" Kenneth repeated, his voice rising. "You think this was a joke?" "Yes," she said, irritated now. "It was supposed to be a prank, just to make everyone tense for a bit. April Fools." He cut her off, shouting, loud enough that people nearby turned to look. "A prank?" he snapped. "Are you serious, Rebecca? These are the kinds of jokes you think are okay? Humiliating me in front of my family? Letting my mother faint? Letting me think you walked out because you didn't love me anymore?" Rebecca's face hardened. "Well, did you just marry another woman 5 minutes after I left?" Before I could even react, she lunged at me. Her hand connected with my shoulder, then my arm, then my chest. She was screaming, words tumbling over each other, accusing me of seducing her man, stealing him, plotting behind her back. I stood there frozen, completely clueless. I hadn't chased him. I hadn't planned anything. I hadn't even wanted this. Kenneth and a few others rushed forward, pulling Rebecca away from me as she struggled, tears streaking her makeup. "Stop!" Kenneth shouted. "This isn't her fault." Rebecca stared at him, stunned. "What?" "I asked her," he said. "I asked her to marry me, because I thought you cheated on me, because I thought you humiliated me on purpose. What else was I supposed to think?" Rebecca broke down instantly. She sobbed like someone whose world had finally caught up with her choices. She threw herself into his arms, crying, apologizing, repeating that she never meant for things to go this far, that it was just supposed to be funny, that she loved him, that she was sorry. And then, right in front of me, she kissed him. People were whispering now, staring, recording. Kenneth hugged her back. That was the moment something inside me went completely numb. I wasn't angry, I wasn't crying, I wasn't shocked. I was empty. Kenneth finally turned to look at me. I must have looked unreal to him, standing there in a black gown, married, abandoned, irrelevant. He had the audacity to walk up to me and say, "I'm really sorry. I hope you understand the situation. Rebecca was just doing a prank. Can we get a divorce?" I stared at him. I genuinely thought he was joking. "I'm not trying to set a world record for the fastest marriage and divorce," I said slowly. "You do realize that, right?" He looked uncomfortable. "This wasn't supposed to happen, you know that." "Yes, I knew that. I should have walked away right then. Any sane person would have. But I was humiliated, used, discarded like a temporary solution. And something ugly, something stubborn rose up inside me. "No," I said. "What?" Kenneth blinked. "I'm not giving you a mutual divorce," I said clearly. "You can look for other ways." Rebecca stopped crying. Kenneth's parents, who had witnessed everything, stepped in. To my surprise, they supported me. They said they didn't want a daughter-in-law who treated marriage like a joke, who thought humiliating their son was funny. Kenneth tried to reason with me, tried to guilt me, tried to beg, but I refused. What did he think marriage was? Something he could pick up and throw away because his feelings changed back? Our parents put us in the car. Traditionally, the bride goes to the groom's home. That was me. In the silence of the car, Kenneth said quietly, "I'm sorry for what I did, but you should know, I will never love you the way I loved Rebecca." I looked straight ahead and replied, "I married you without loving you at all, so I don't think that's going to be an issue." When we reached his apartment, my father dropped off my clothes and essentials. He didn't ask questions, he didn't lecture me. He just looked at me and said, "Take care." Then he left. Life after that felt unreal. We lived like strangers under the same roof. I went to work as usual. Being married didn't change my life much, just the location where I slept. Kenneth owned a one-bedroom apartment. I took the bedroom, he slept on the sofa. I didn't offer to alternate. Why should I? He and his girlfriend destroyed my life for a stupid prank and wounded pride. I wasn't going to be the nice, accommodating one. I won't lie, I developed a cold mindset. If this ended in divorce, I wanted compensation. That felt like the bare minimum. We fought constantly, over dishes, over space, over silence. Kenneth